Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Self-Made Podcast. I'm your host, Chloe Trca, and today we're just going to do like a solo episode. This topic has been kind of front of mind the past like month, and it's funny because it's something that's always been in the back of my mind. Like I've always been aware of it. I've always understood it. I've talked about it a bit before, but just recently, probably within the last month, I've been much more self-aware. I've been much more just cognizant of it because of the people in my life, because that's why I'm so huge on like who you surround yourself with makes such an impact on you. And this is for the better. This is for good, because usually it's funny, I'm known as like the healthy friend. I mean, I'm a fitness and health like content creator, influencer per se. Like it's a big priority in my life. I eat better than most people, but I also have a lot of room to improve within my diet. And that's something I really want to like focus in on. I've always been very intuitive. I eat very balanced. Like there's no food I don't eat. But I've definitely kind of opened my eyes to really wanting to buckle down and prioritize my health and just my well-being and the way I feel. Because the thing is, I was talking to a friend and he was kind of saying how he's like, if you've lived your whole life feeling like this, you may not realize how good you can feel. He's like, you might think that's like you feel good, but like you could feel better and you just don't realize it because that's all you've ever done and all you've ever known. And like gut health and like inflammation and all this kind of stuff is so huge, and it can make such an impact on how you feel. And one of my best friends, Kayla Elledge, when I was down in Miami, she's very in tune with her body. She's done a lot of testing. She's found like what she's, what's the word? Like not resistant to, but like what she can't digest and stuff. And so intolerant to, that's the term. And there's a lot of food she had to cut out for a bit to like kind of heal herself. And now that she's kind of healed a lot of different aspects of her inner health, she feels so much better, but she can slowly implement those foods back. Like a lot of them were like dairy and eggs and certain like vegetables and stuff that she had to cut out from her diet, because one, she said too, a lot of it stems from like poor restrictive like past with food, and it messed up her like insides and like the way her body like processes food and digests food. Very common, very, very common. And then also too, if she overate something, she built an intolerance to it. And I've definitely done that with like protein balls. I'm not kidding. I ate so many protein balls to a point where every time I'd make them, I would bloat so bad. My stomach would ache. I felt terrible. So I see how that kind of happens, and it happens so easily. So I'm kind of in a point in my life where I feel like I want to prioritize it again, and I really want to hold myself accountable. So half of this episode talking about it is to hold myself accountable to it, because I love utilizing my platforms to share with you guys, kind of walk you through my journeys. And also, yeah, I just use it as like an accountability thing, because when I tell you guys I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Literally the 75 hard, like I'm still continuing it right now. I'm like on day 70 maybe. I probably have like 5 days left. I'm coming up to the end of it, but like it would have been so much harder, I think, if I didn't tell you guys I was doing it, because I wouldn't have had to like hold myself to that standard. Anyway, I'm going off track, but with the whole like dieting and the whole food thing, I feel like there's a lot of, I don't know, I don't like the word diet, but like it is your diet, like what you're consuming. Like you have like a media diet, there's so many different forms of diet. It's all of the different things that you consume on a day to day. And I'm not gonna lie, like if you guys have been like an OG, I went through my gut health phase probably, has it been 2 years now? It might be 2 years. I think it has been. And I felt so good when I was eating for my gut health, but it was, to me, I went all in really fast and it was hard. So this is something I want to like slowly implement and just like learn about and progress into, rather than like cold turkey cutting things out. And not going to say I won't eat like the bad processed foods ever. Like I definitely still will, but like I want 80% of my diet to be like whole foods, less processed, seed oils, like no artificial stuff. Like I'm guilty, you guys. I love my Mio water. I drink so much Mio water. It's disgusting. And it is disgusting. Like one of my friends, if you guys, I'll shamelessly plug this a little bit, but like not shamelessly plug. What's the term? Whatever. If you guys watch my TikToks and you hear me talk about my special little someone, he's always on me about drinking Mio water. He literally takes the Mio like away from me. He's like, don't drink that, because he's so in tune with his body and he's so educated on all of that, because he's literally healed himself. I'll have him in on the podcast sometime and I'll have him talk about it, because he's so knowledgeable on just like the human body. And he pulls out all these vitamin supplements. He's just like a dictionary of stuff. I'm like, tell me about this. Or he'll pull out, it's bizarre, but it's inspiring. And I'm like, this is the first time that someone in my life has like made me want to eat better, because I feel like I'm the unhealthy person, which is so crazy. But again, that's the power of who you surround yourself with, and it's so important. So I've been really inspired to like honestly just eat better, eat more whole foods. Like, when I say like what I'm really wanting to do is like, instead of just eating ground beef from Publix or Kroger or wherever, I want to like get like the grass-fed organic ground beef. And don't get me wrong, guys, it's expensive, but the thing is, I want to invest in my health. Like, that is something that's so important to me. I want to feel good. I'm the best version of myself. Therefore, I can be more successful in other areas of my life. I'll feel better. My relationships with people will be better. My relationships with myself will be better. Like, there's so much to gain from like fueling your body properly and moving your body. That's why I'm so passionate about health and fitness, because it has made me a better person. It's made me more confident, happier, more full of joy. And like, I seek that through God as well, but it's like, it's a compilation of a lot of things, as all of you know. It's not just one thing, but your diet is so important. And just being like properly hydrated. Another thing too, with the 75 hard, I have to drink a gallon of water. That's a lot of water. That's 3 of these, which may not seem like that much, but if you see a milk jug, a gallon, it's a lot. And I was maybe drinking maybe one of these before the 75 hard, and I noticed the difference in my energy and my like, just how I felt so much better because I was drinking more water. So I'm like, if water can do that, I know like my diet also can make a big impact and make a big shift. And so I kind of just want to talk about some of the things I'm going to be trying out. I'll be obviously sharing my like journey throughout Instagram and social media and all my vlogs and stuff. So definitely follow me on Instagram. It's just Trca if you don't already. And then TikTok probably as well. My vlogs on YouTube. If you're watching this right now, you already have my channel. But if you're just listening, my vlogs, on my YouTube channel, just Trca. That's the best thing about having a very, very unique last name, is all my usernames are just my first and last name. But throughout my vlogs, I'm going to get back into vlogging a bit more consistently and stuff, but I want to share that on there. But essentially my game plan, and things are obviously subject to change, trial and error. Like, I'm just kind of going into this, trying out things that my friends have recommended to me, because it's such a learning process. But one thing I am terrified, you guys, I'm terrified to do. But again, my friend, he was telling me all about parasite cleanses, and it like changed his life. Like, I honestly, I wish he was on this episode because he could tell you all about it, but he was explaining it to me, and it sounds disgusting, you guys, TMI, but you will poop out worms. We have parasites in us everywhere. It's disgusting. Like, sitting here just thinking about the fact that I have like that in my body right now freaks me out. So I want to cleanse. I want to do that. And he was saying how in like other countries, they do it like per like season, like twice a year. We never do that here. Why? I don't know. But I want to start doing it. And there's like different supplements and stuff. I'm going to have him go to Sprouts with me today, and I'm literally going to get it, and I'll share it with you guys. I'll talk to you about it. But like, it is crazy. Like, just seeing him and hearing him talk about the impact that's made on his like health, like it cured him. He was going through a lot of health issues, and he did a parasite cleanse and like came out better. And I'm like, okay, if that can help me feel better, I'm going to try it. Cause I don't even think I feel bad. I'm in the position where this is my normal, but like, what if I could feel better? Like, how much more efficient and productive, how much better could my workouts be? How much less tired could I be? How much more just, I want to optimize myself. That's what I'm trying to do, is just like optimize my body the best way I can. And I know the best way to do that is food. I view food as medicine, food as fuel. Like, that's my perspective on it. So why am I putting bad gas into the tank? Why am I taking poor medicine? Like, you would never take like expired, bad, cruddy medicine. Well, actually, no, I'm not even gonna talk about that, but you know what I'm saying? Food. Think of gas. If there was like old rotting gas, can gas rot? I don't know. But like, imagine just like you have 2 options for gas in your car. It's like premium and unleaded. And it's like, you want to put the premium in the tank because your car's going to run better. So why not try it, you know? And I guess that's kind of my approach, because I have no reason to not, other than like, honestly, just like wanting to like indulge in sweeteners and all of that kind of stuff. But the thing is, it's like, those don't really make you feel good. They taste good. They're instant gratification. And again, that's something I've been working on, and I've done so much. I've learned throughout the 75 hard, you guys, I have blown my mind at how mentally strong I can be, and how I don't have to give into like the immediate gratification, and it actually is better long term. The gratification you gain long term, the confidence that you gain long term, outweighs the instant gratification and the feelings you have when you like indulge in something. Not to say you shouldn't treat yourself every now and then. That's again what I was saying back a couple minutes ago, where it's like, I'm not going to eat perfect all the time, but I definitely like at least like 80-20. That's the rule I like, 80-20. Maybe, or like 5 days a week during the week, I'm good with my diet, and on the weekends I can go out to dinner, I can get a dessert, like whatever that isn't like a healthy dessert, you know. And I'm pretty good about that. But again, a lot of my stuff, like, it's not the greatest. So I just need to slowly begin to implement better options into my diet. Like get rid of meal water. There's like Stir. It's actually ironic because Stir, like the flavor enhancers, it's more natural. I'm going to have, my friend, my specialist, someone, look, I just give him everything. I'm like, what do you think of this? And Stir actually sent me a package today. It gets delivered for like water enhancers, but it's more natural. And like just making those shifts at least like for the start, because again, when I said I cold turkey cut stuff out, it was really hard. But if I can just cognitively, I don't know what word I'm trying to say, but like if I can just slowly progress into eating better, like making better choices, I think it'll be the most efficient, realistic, and sustainable way to do that. And that's what I always preach for fitness and preach for health anyway. So it's like, I need to do as I say, you know, like it's easy to say things, but it's easy for me to give advice, but like it's hard for me to listen to my advice sometimes as well. And I know what's good for me, so I just need to like make that choice. But I like having those people around me who hold me accountable, and like having him in my life has like made it so much better because he eats so good. Like it's crazy because usually, again, like I said, I'm the healthy person and I literally feel like I eat unhealthy and I don't. So I just need to also too, one thing I was going to talk about on here is one thing I've struggled with is just my mindset with like my perspective on food, because I definitely, when I started, you guys, when I got into like the health world, like in high school, I ate for ingredients. I ate for quality. I ate for grade. Like I was eating high quality food. But then once I got onto social media and I got into the fitness and the gym like community, which is a great community, don't get me wrong, but the concept and the perspective they have on nutrition is different, like macro friendly. And I don't track macros, but it's still like kind of my perspective when I look at a food. It's like, oh, what are the macros? Rather than like, what are the ingredients? How does that make me feel? What is it doing to my body? Because the thing is, and again, I was talking to him about it and he was telling me, he's like, you have to realize it's doing way more damage, like a 0-calorie something sweetener is like doing way more harm than good. Even though it has no calories, like it's causing inflammation and like it's causing just so many other underlying issues, and it's like that is gonna make you feel a lot worse, and that's gonna do worse to your body than like a few more calories would, you know. And that's the perspective shift. That's I'm gonna be honest, guys, like that's what I struggle with, just because it's hard to like, you can still have a great, the thing is, you guys, you can still have a great physique. You can still, switching isn't going to make a physique bad. It's going to make it better, but it's like I just have been so trained, and that's just been my perspective for so long because of social media and because of the gym, that like macro friendly has always been like pushed down my throat. The 0-calorie, the sugar free, just focusing on only protein, you know, like it's hard, but it's like I need to be eating quality food. I need to be eating like more healthy fats, honestly, and like more like complex carbs and more like I just really took on like the mentality of like a gym bro, you know, or like a bodybuilder. And the thing is, it's because I've always trained for a physique, essentially, and that has changed a lot since I went hybrid. And that's, again, I think it's just been a process. It's been like a slow, progressive process. And I kind of made my switch from exercise first, and now I'm getting back into the nutrition side of it, which makes me so happy, because if I can have a hybrid approach to training and I can eat really well and wholesome is the word I want to call it, because it's like wholesome foods, high quality, wholesome. Like that's where I'm going. If I do both of those, I'm going to feel like $1 million. I'm going to feel so great. And like, that's what I'm excited for. And that's my motivation, because I want to feel good. And when you feel good, you look good. It comes from like, it shines within, you know? And it's crazy because it's just a mental thing. And it's just, again, it is a hard active choice to make though, because like, it's a habit I've formed, you know, and there's a lot of like sugar-free, like amazing tasting stuff, like those ice drinks they make, or like just there's so much stuff on the market now that's like catered towards like bodybuilding, and there's so many macro-friendly recipes and macro-friendly stuff, and I need to get away from that and really start to prioritize like my genuine overall health and well-being, because I just know it'll benefit me so much. So let's backtrack. I'll kind of view what I've said so far. So essentially, I'm gonna try out a parasite cleanse, and it's just like a supplement you take, I believe. And he was telling me how it's just like I have to obviously increase fiber to help push everything out, and then stay away from red meat for a bit, and then just for like a week while I kind of do it, and then just eat like low parasite foods, because like pork, I guess, has a lot of parasites. I'm learning so much. But in like lower sugar, because all that kind of stuff in your body feeds off sugars. So like natural sugar is great, but like makes me not want to eat like crappy real sugar, you know? like junk food. And so those are the two things so far. And then another thing I want to do is like a food sensitivity test. And this has been inspired by my friend Kayla Elledge. Again, like I said, she got so much feedback on this, and it's like, I don't even know what I'm intolerant to, and what I'm like sensitive to. And again, it's like, if I know those things, it's just going to make me feel better because I know what to avoid to feel good, you know? And I think one other reason I was kind of hesitant to do this as well is because I'm so intuitive, I'm so balanced, that I'm scared that doing that will cause like a feeling of like restrictiveness. Like I can't eat broccoli, even though I like broccoli, you know? It's like, I don't want to have that perspective. But again, it's like, why would I put some bad fuel into a car? Like, why am I going to want to put something that doesn't make me feel good into my body? I don't know, because I eat to feel good, I eat to fuel my body. So food sensitivity test, a parasite cleanse, and honestly just like eating more wholesome, organic, high grade, high quality food is really going to be my new approach to nutrition right now. And I'm really excited because there are so many people that I'm so inspired by who do that. And it's like, I do that, but I kind of am like half in, half out. I eat really well, but then I also eat like really poor. And it's like, it's not an 80-20 balance. It's really not. Like, I drink a lot of Mio, I drink it every single day. Like, it needs to not be like that. And I just know there's so many areas that I can improve, and it's just really small habits that I need to change. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about it because it's like, I really want you to understand like the difference between health and like, there's just two sides to health and nutrition. And there's like the macro-friendly side, and there's like the actual wholesome, nutrient-packed side. And I've kind of been dancing the line of both for a long time, and I'm ready to just like make the switch and just feel better, and hold myself to that. And so that's why I'm kind of sharing it with you, and I hope I can inspire you guys to also like just be more cognizant of like what you're putting into your bodies. Honestly, I could do more research on this if you guys want me to do another episode and talk more about it. This wasn't really as like informative. I didn't want to be informative because I'm not like well educated on this. Like, I don't have facts that I can back up. Like, it's really just like hearsay, what I've heard from friends and through my experience. But it's just stuff I'm inspired to try, and I'm excited to talk about it and like talk about my experience with it and share what I've noticed. And again, it's not gonna be something I do like overnight. It's a process. It's gonna be a process. And I think I'm gonna do the cleanse. Like, I'm recording this on a Saturday. I'm gonna start, I think, tomorrow, and then, or Monday, like soon. Do that, see how I feel, and then probably get ordering the food sensitivity test. It's like a blood, a stool sample, I think. I don't know. I'll have to ask my friend Kayla about it, but I'm really excited to get that back and just like really like take initiative for my health because it's so important. And I want to be here for a good time and a long time, y'all. Like, I want to feel good for a long time. And that's the first way to prioritize it, is through all of that. So it's like, why am I putting so much effort into exercising and fueling my body? No. Why am I putting so much like effort and attention onto like exercising when if I fueled my body even better than I am, I could perform even better, you know? Like, there's just so many benefits to it. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, if there's anything you want me specifically to talk about, research and talk about, like, I definitely will. So just let me know, DM me, comment, whatever. But yeah, this episode was kind of short. It was just kind of a rundown of like where my head's at, I guess, with all of that. And I'm really excited to get into it because I'm inspired and I'm like ready for it. And I'm in the position where I think it's like time to like recenter that and refocus on that. But anyway, I love you. I hope you have a blessed day, and we'll chat soon. Bye, guys.